Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we're going to discuss the 2022 film Santa Games. So this stars Bison Love. Is that his name? He's the we all know and love him as the Gimbals department clerk in the toy department, who is just anti Buddy the Elf, and just the screaming and the over boisterous Christmas Santa sayings and stuff. It's just his character, and so we have him playing another Christmas character. Christmas film, playing a character. He plays a notorious black Santa in this black mall, as it's referenced. And so how does he interact with the non-black kids in regards to playing the Santa Claus role and things of that nature? So the manager of the mall decides that he's not selling enough pictures with kids, so this is his last Christmas. So he kind of barters and says, all right, well, you'll force me into retirement, but let me at least pick my replacement Santa. So it's this inadvertent advertisement that he's posting alongside a social media marketer of the mall, which goes viral. And so there's an actual competition, a Santa Games, who's going to be the next Santa Claus at this mall. And it's a great premise. It's a great concept. We haven't seen that before. It was so horribly done. I cannot stress how bad this was. And it's so unfortunate because it has a great concept, great potential. I like that the overwhelming of, will my nephew take the throne? Will, what happens next? But just, bro, getting from point A to point B to point C was just watching paint dry. It was so horrifically boring. I don't normally say horrifically. It was so horrifically boring. It was like watching paint dry. Some of these conversations that these people had are just, these characters are just not believable at all. Like, so you definitely have the uncle and nephew heart-to-heart moments, don't get me wrong. And Faison's, boisterous personality is prevalent throughout, but why was it so bad? It shouldn't have been bad. It had a great concept, it had a great cast, it had a great leading man. Why did it not work? It's weird. But it comes down to pacing. It comes down to storytelling. If you don't have the proper story, if you don't have the means of getting from point A to point B to point C, it's not just about those points. It's not just about the check marks. You need the filler. How are you getting there? What are we doing? We climbing uphill both ways in the snow barefoot? Or are we actually getting in the car and driving with the windshield wipers on? How are we getting there? It just was not executed properly. And I find it unfortunate because it had a lot of potential. I said potential 6 times now, possibly 10. Who knows? The movie had potential, didn't execute its potential. On to the potential next great Christmas review. Mucho mahalo.